The organizations you see, you discover that what binds them is stronger than just coming to work. There is something we call culture, okay? Organizational culture. I love to put it this way: cult and job. So when people talk about cult, you know what it means? Where people agree by covenant that these are the set of rules that will bind them. That these are things they would do, these are things they wouldn't do. That is how it happens in an organization. They have a goal, they have a way of communication, they have a way of dressing. This takes us to the etymology of the word culture. It means to cultivate. Alright, so setting up things, you plant, you wait, you harvest. So the process of things happening, it came to a point, it came translated into the people's way of life. How is it people's way of life? Someone started something along the line, it became a culture. So let me say this to you: in your organization, you might have written rules and regulations, you call your culture in that company. If people come to work by 9 a.m., they're penalized. If people do this, they're rewarded. But then, it's not enough to write these things. But what happens when you set this rule that someone comes to work by 9 a.m., the person should be penalized? When someone does, the person should be rewarded. And for 1 year, 2 years, those rules and standards were not followed. Beyond what you've written, culture is also what you lay out for people to follow. So culture is usually the lifestyle of the founder of the company, the lifestyle of the CEO, or the ethics and behavior he does not punish, or the ethics and behaviors he rewards. This thing becomes the culture of an organization. So what you don't see in your company might be who you are not, or might be what you don't punish, or might be what you don't reward. How to build a culture simply means having some set of standards you have to reward, having some set of standards you might have to punish, having some set of standards you might have to write down and organize people to follow this. So the reward system and everything you have to put in place, this becomes your culture. Remember, it is a people's way of life and it's being cultivated, just like the etymology of the word culture says, cultivated over time. So culture is not built in 1 month the business starts. It's not built in 6 months of the business starting. It's something that is built over a period of time. And there are 2 types of culture, all right, in an organization. There are written cultures and the unwritten cultures. And most of the times, the unwritten cultures speak louder than the written cultures. But the sole target of an organization is to merge their written culture with unwritten culture so that they can become one. So that when people look at the written culture, it's also the same thing people are also living out unconsciously. What happens when you hire someone new? After the interview, you told him work start by 8, and with that zeal, he comes to work by 8 and discovered he was the first person that came to work, and other people came in by 9:30, and they didn't even like they were feeling bad or feeling guilty about something. If that new person stays there for 1 week with that kind of culture, he will become like them and will feel like, why am I stressing myself? After all, these guys were not punished. This becomes the unwritten part of the culture. Things you don't punish, despite the fact that it is written, but you didn't punish people for it. It was not implemented, it was not executed. So when you think about a culture, think of it in these 2 ways: the written and the unwritten. Try to always find a way to match the both. That will make your organization a healthy place and a healthy system.